Recording, check. Stream 1, check. Stream 2, check. I'm gonna need to do an audio check. I might need help doing that, actually. Okay, 1 second. My phone's open.
No!
Oh, I got Blake's audio fine. Okay, everybody's loud and clear, so that's that solved. Now I need to test whether or not this audio is good.
Come on, yeah! Easy peasy.
They are rage. Without mercy. But you will be worse. Rip and tear until it is done.
This is a weird way of confirming audio, but it works, so I'm not upset about it. Oh, I'm too quiet compared to the game. Noted. I'm gonna have to turn down the game volume by like another 5% or something. No, I think my favorite thing is the random Japanese letters on the pistol at the beginning of the game that I've never questioned until now. Okay, I think I got it sorted. It's so hard. Audio EQ is one of the hardest things to do, especially with my headphones being as busted as they are.
Have you tried using like Audacity to make like a separate audio file or something like that? So when you're doing like
No. I record on 4 separate audio tracks to begin with. The bigger problem is my headphones are permanently stuck on loud. They do not have a quiet option. And so everything I play, I have to play at 25% volume, and they're still insanely loud to me. So I can't EQ myself to everything else because I'm perpetually stuck on loud.
Aye.
And because of that, it's just like what's the word I'm trying to say? Since I'm perpetually stuck on loud, I can't actually listen to my own audio and be like, oh, I need to tune this down. Oh, I need to tune this up. Because I hear everything and I'm like, at 25% volume, it's still way too fucking loud.
What kind of software do you like use?
It's not a software issue. It's my Hesh ANC Skull Candy headphones.
Okay, so it's headphones.
Like, it's basically my headphones. I have my headphones turned all the way down, which have their own internal modifier, and then I still have to turn down my computer to 25%, and it's still too loud.
Welcome. I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden. I'm the head of this facility.
And if I press the down volume one more time on my headphones, they just mute. Because I'm at the lowest audio setting.
Do you want to like look into like something like a DAC or something, like the FiO K3? It's got like a separate knob where you can like.
I think the simplest option right now is I just have to buy 2 new headsets. One for my laptop that has the.
You like cut out there. Oh wait, no. You're going back.
One for the computer that has the stream actually on it, and one for my PC so I can actually directly hear everything. Actually, no, I think I only need 1 headset then. Because if I just have something plugged into the other computer that can monitor its audio at all times, then I'll be set.
I technically have a jack.
Yeah, an actually properly jacked in thing would work way better on the other computer. I am.
Demonic presence at unsafe level. Lockdown in effect.
Thank you, computer, for telling me I've wasted 5 minutes of my life. That made you laugh, huh?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I think I found out why I'm constantly meleeing in Halo.
Doom?
Yep, Doom. I shoot something at close range with a shotgun and immediately follow it up with a glory kill. Well, that wasn't intentional, but it was awesome, so who cares?
Presence at unsafe level.
Like Blake was going for all
My
those.
internet died.
Your internet died?
Yep. About when I was talking about the deck.
Ah, Dex. Okay. Yeah, I probably need an actual, like... Right now I'm just using voice meter. Which
Yeah,
I didn't pay for, but I think I did donate to them at one point because I love their products. So I'm using a virtual audio box with virtual cables, and at some point I'll get an actual audio box. I just don't have the currency for that right now. Don't have the currency for that right now. Could I speak more like a gamer?
That is a Vault-Tec Easter egg.
Cannot be allowed to live. He would ruin everything.
I'm willing to take full responsibility for the horrible events of the last 24 hours, but you must understand. Our interest in their world was purely for the betterment of mankind. Everything has clearly gotten out of hand now, yes. But it was worth the risk, I assure you.
No, there's a plot point in this story that still makes zero sense to me. Why didn't they just immediately remove Olivia's credentials? Like, why did they let her have credentials for like the next hour?
The story's all over the place. It's just something you gotta get used to. It's really fascinating.
A cohesive story?
Yeah, like that's ever gonna happen.
Wait, you're here for a story? In Doom?
They pushed it so heavily in the Dark Ages, but it makes even less sense than Eternal.
That's kind of impressive.
Like, you've like know everything about it. Like, you don't even care about spoilers, do you?
I have a habit of hating spoilers, especially for things I want to enjoy for myself. However, it's also a solid question of, do I even care about the story of Doom? I think the answer is actually yes. I think I've actually cared enough in every single Doom game to pay attention during every single cutscene, which is rare for me.
I'll just say there's gonna be a cutscene that makes zero sense. And that's about it. That's all I'm gonna say.
You say that like any other cutscene in Doom makes sense.
This one in particular is like, what?
Well, I just performed a levitating kill. I managed to glory kill an enemy, an imp in midair. Yeah, I'm not good at Doom by like any metric. And yet, despite that, for some reason, I decided to play Ultra Violence. Oh, frick.
Smash that guy.
I'm not sure how I got over there to kill you, but I did, so I'm not gonna complain. Did I just intentionally flick to the left so my so my shot wouldn't hit center mass so I could punch the guy instead? I think I just did something intelligent by accident.
On accident.
Accident. Yeah, that's how I pronounce accident. What? Do you have a problem with me pronouncing accident as accident? Yeah, I
Sounds
pronounce
like an
weird
accent.
words weird. I can't speak English sometimes.
Ow.
I mean, I grew up calling Gyarados Gerardos, so...
Gerard.
I'm trying to think of like a word that like I said like wrong, like horribly wrong. It's at the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it.
Nothing comes to my head.
Right, so I don't have the challenge system. I don't have the combat system yet. I only have the secret system.
I always said ricochet wrong. I said Ricochet.
Right.
You know what? That is not the worst pronunciation of Ricochet I've ever heard.
There's more?
I have, like... There are some wildly bad pronunciations of words out there. But it's like... The majority of the time, and I'm going to be completely transparent about this, it's less that they pronounce the word wrong and more that they pronounce the word with a very clear dialect from a different language that doesn't work.
Oh, another one comes to mind is, I was really young when I did this. It was like it's error. I called it E-roar.
You know what? I can understand that,
That
at
sounds
least.
like you.
I got an E-roar, guys. Oh my goodness.
I used to never pronounce illegal correctly. I always called it illegal.
Illegal.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Sounds
There's the
like
grenade
legal.
button. I pressed Q, I pressed F, and then I pressed control.
Yeah, the controls are kind of weird for this one. It's not as bad as the Dark Ages, where the use key is G. Of all things.
I hate... I love this one person who called it use every button on the keyboard syndrome.
Alright, exoskeleton team, engage.
I think he was specifically referring to Sea of Thieves when he called it that. But I don't remember. He might have only been using Sea of Thieves as a part of like the teaching material. I need to occasionally remember to look at my right monitor to check if anybody's been talking. I am punching this soldier to death. Wahaha, you can't stop me.
I mean, I'm watching on the Twitch side.
I can't see Twitch side viewers, unfortunately. I can only see, because that's not a
YouTube
pop-out
side?
I can make, unfortunately. So I can only see the YouTube
have,
side
like,
viewers, which is kind of annoying.
That's just me.
Like another monitor or something like that? Or no?
I have two monitors. The right monitor has the recording software, the chats, and recent actions on them. And the left monitor has the game.
I was gonna say that kind of hurt me a little bit. You pressed the wrong button to open up a secret door. It's nothing useful. It's like armor, and that's about it.
I knew there was a secret door!
Yeah. You gotta hit the one on the right first.
Well, glad to know that you're one of the people watching me be a dumbass then.
I have you on my second monitor.
I mean, I knew there was a secret door there, I just didn't remember which button it was, and it turns out I hit the wrong one. Ain't nothing I can do about that now.
Yeah, I played a lot of the classic ones.
Quick question, have you ever actually seen somebody use Charge Burst?
That was my first thing I've ever used, but I've quickly found out Explosive Shot is way more useful.
I have only ever picked up Explosive Shot first. I have never bothered picking up, charge burst first. Because it just never made sense to me to pick up firing more shotgun shells in less time.
Yeah. There's like a debate on like Doom Eternal that still rages on to this day. It's like the full auto or the sticky bombs, and arguably the sticky bombs is the better one. But like, I think the only thing the full auto has going for it is like you can like get ammo back. But then again, like the chainsaw exists. Looks like, and like sticky bombs just like melt down like anything. If you like do quick swaps, it's just like sticky bombs is just the way better option.
Here's always my question. It's like, when it comes to like, oh, but it's ammo economy. When has that ever been an issue in any Doom game?
I know, like, Eternal is the most strict. But when you do, like, again, it all boils down to quick swapping. It gets a lot more easier.
I mean, you got like, what, 70 freaking guns? Who cares? You use all your ammunition for one of them and swap out to the next gun. You'll probably find ammo somewhere.
I remember, and this was like, everyone hated it, and I mean like every single person hated it, is when they like patched out the quote-unquote exploit to do the precision bolt quick swap. They added like I think, fuck, what was it?
Oh, I just died to
Like-
a fireball, like an idiot.
Like a timer to like, you can't switch back to that gun unless like the timer is like gone, so it just like ruins your momentum. And I think in less than like a couple days it reverted because everyone hated it.
I'm gonna state, there's always like, what's the thing? There's always the Nintendo logic of you can't enjoy our game unless you enjoy it our way, and it's like sometimes I understand that because bugs are things that can sometimes detract from the experience of the game. And then there's times where it's like the thing that you just said, where it's like this makes no sense to enforce that ruling. Because
Yeah,
when hasn't that been a thing in Doom where it's always like, oh yeah, we found the bug that allows us to hot swap weapons 40 times faster? It's like, that's always been a thing in Doom. That's kind of like a part of Doom's identity is, hey, how can this break the game and how can we use it to our advantage?
it's completely opposite in Dark Ages, where it's like airtight on what like bugs we found. Like I think the latest one was like near launch too. It's where you can like shield bash like an enemy, but like not really, like a fake shield bash, and you can just like bunny hop across the map. Here's the thing, it works when you're on like a not that high up in the air, because they added like a thing where if you're like even like a couple inches off the floor, it just kills your momentum when bunny hopping, and it's just, I hate it. It's so bad.
Like I said, I somewhat understand the logic of if you play a game, there is an intended experience for a game. But the fact of the matter is, anybody who's going to go bug hunting is one of the types of people who don't want to play the intended experience of the game to begin with. And if it's that easy of a bug to replicate, then yeah, it should be fixed. But if it's not that easy of a bug to replicate, then who cares? Only the lunatics are going to do it anyways, and they're never going to enjoy the game you designed to begin with. They're always going to find their own way to break it.
Yeah.
No point trying to stop a crazy person from being crazy.
But it's dangerous to other people.
I think this is the most amount of grenades I have ever used while playing this game.
Yeah,
Grenade?
I never use grenade. Frankly, I don't really play Tracer. I don't even have it installed.
I just had
They
it
didn't
installed
import it
because my
onto
brain
Nintendo
was like,
Switch.
hey, you should play this. I think it was precisely because I saw Doom The Dark Ages came out. My brain's just like, you should play that. If you want to play that, you have to beat Doom 2016 again. Them's the rules.
Fair enough.
I don't really have any
Like, I don't
vague
hate
clue
the
what I'm
game, it's
doing.
just-
I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
Think I grabbed everything on this level? Yeah, I got all the secrets and I got all the field drones. Not that that's hard. Like, here's the thing. This little green light is technically yellow paint. You just don't notice because it's on every climbable surface, but it looks so normal you do not care.
Yeah,
That was stupid, and I
actually
probably
never
should have
even noticed
swapped
that
weapons
either.
and just shotgunned the guy, but
I
had
just
fun.
thought it was part of the decoration.
Yeah, it looks like it's part of the decoration, which is why no one complains about it, because the thing is, it's not on non-climbable surfaces. You just don't notice.
Well, now that I have noticed it, I'm gonna start complaining. The green lights. We gotta
You
get
made
rid of the
the
green
game
lights.
work in a very functional way. I'm going to complain about it.
Okay, Jimmy
Just hit
Carr.
save and exit on. I always hit save and exit every single time. I usually only play a single level and then I stop. But now I have to stream for an hour. I did not expect to only take. For some reason, I thought it took me like 4 times longer.
Hello.
5 different glory kills, 2 possessed, and a single pull of the shotgun. Find 3
I am
secrets.
Vega,
That last one's
the
easy
sentient
enough.
intelligence assigned to Mars. After running diagnostics on the Praetor suit, it appears
The
that
different
I can
glory
activate
kills are
optional
kind of
challenges that, when completed,
Different
will
glory
assist
kills
in
is pretty
upgrading your
easy so long
arsenal
as you
at
can
an
get them into
accelerated
glory
pace.
kill position,
I have
which
added
is a
tracking
possess, and that's the
component
hardest
to your
part.
dossier.
It's more the it's like one of the maps is like very like little enemies, like specific enemies that they want you to kill, and so if you like damage them just even a bit too much, they just die. It's like, yeah, challenge over.
I had trouble getting one glory kill on a specific one. I had trouble getting that.
There you go,
kill.
twofer.
I had to reset the level a couple times.
And also like lining it. Oh no, the Doom Hunter. That was it. The Doom Hunter. It was so
Help.
annoying.
Main panel offline. All
I
entrances
think it's like a left side glory kill, but like a lot of times it's just like, you want to do a left side glory kill? No, I'm doing like a glory kill in the air.
I think the
Just
biggest
why
one for
not?
me was killing glory kills from above on Hell Knights.
Yeah, I'm glad they removed it in Dark Ages. It's like, thank God. Because in that Doom Hunter one, there's only 2 of them, so you only got like 2 chances. And they're like in a tight area, so like they take a lot of splash damage.
I
If you
just
don't,
had
like,
to
spread them
glory
out.
kill an enemy to save myself from the grenade that I attempted to crouch in order to perform a different glory kill. That's on me. I pulled a stupid.
That's pretty smart.
I don't know if I was in the blast range of the grenade anyways.
Especially now.
I mean, if it lights up, you
In one
probably
of the
are.
Final moments in this world. All the moments, the human sacrifices,
There's the crouch button.
Yes, the most useless thing in the game.
My
Only
sisters
used
and
for
brothers
secrets.
be thankful.
Pretty much. I mean, what? Are you gonna take cover from the possessed? There's no way whatever this is can fit through that door.
You gotta really have good aim for that.
There we go. Variety is a spice of death.
Yeah.
Wait,
Blake hasn't seen Barca yet.
Blake hasn't seen Barga? Oh, you need to show him Barga.
You will be the first.
Like it's
Yeah.
Barga.
You will have a secret
It's
You know that
just as I will.
it's
I
an
think I sent you the
EDF.
clip
It's
of me
awesome.
dying.
Don't worry about it.
Create for us.
You know that clip of me dying to that robot? That robot's Barga.
Oh, I'm looking it up now. I can see that.
I sent you on Discord. It's one where I get stepped on.
Oh, that guy.
It's technically a crane.
It was a crane that was too dangerous for safety regulations, so they sealed it away. And then they had to fight basically not Godzilla. And so they decided to go and activate Barga again in order to fight Godzilla. Well, let's see if I can screw up this jump. I did not screw up that jump. Yay. Yeah, my knowledge of Doom and secrets in Doom is limited, to say the best.
Oh, I almost made it. Down I go.
I'm gonna take this whiskey with Patron. Coming in hot, gonna make a rain on the ghost who serves me. Is there any secrets in this one? Or nah? That's another secret out of the way.
My internet died again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I mean, no, that's unfortunate.
I found the quickest way to like get back in is just like manually disable my internet and then switch it back on again.
Yeah, I actually have to used to have to do that all the time because my phones just gave up on the internet from time to time. Now I have a wired connection and it's not an issue.
I wish I had a wired connection, but I just can't. It's out in the kitchen.
I bought a 100-foot outdoor cable, and actually my sister bought it for me as I think it was a Christmas present.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to, like,
unfortunately it's not plenum rated, which means that we can't run it through the vents. So it's just down the entire staircase.
I mean, I have an idea of what to do, but I'm gonna need like a lot of like tape and like other supplies so no one trips over it. And I don't think I can put like stubs in the walls because I think that goes against what we can do in the apartment.
Yeah, I just taped mine to the walls.
I need like tape that'll hold for some reason. I remember doing that at like a farmhouse where just like I put it on the ceiling, but like eventually it just like fall off. So I just have like a
Dude, the tape always lets go. I just put on more tape.
Oh, this thing was like it was amazing.
Excuse me.
Tape,
The one thing the government's taken away from us: good duct tape.
You know what? Damn straight.
You can't have the adhesive too strong.
Well, it becomes an emergency when you have to remove it later from the victim's face and it tears him. What the hell? I understand that there's an actual logical reason behind you can't have the adhesive too strong, which is like if a kid comes in contact with the adhesive and it hurts them, that is an actual issue.
That's awful.
Are you ready to move up? To take on
What's awful? Did you just process what I said?
Ever dream you could be?
Maybe people should just like stop being kidnapped. Jeez.
Soul harvest.
Reminds me of my favorite meme images that I got from a guy on the bus. Dude gets kidnapped after
Favorite
giving
meme
a lecture on
images you
how not
got
to
from
get
the guy on
kidnapped.
the bus is one hell of an opening statement.
I can't remember his name.
That's fine. Don't
What did he
expose him
look
to the
like?
internet against his will. Oh crap! Yo, that possessed just tried to kill me by kicking a barrel at me.
God dang terrorists! I swear I'll make you pay.
I love the fact that if you're on low health and you perform a glory kill, you get way more HP. That was a fun kill. And if you're on low ammo and you get a kill, you just have a chance of getting ammo.
Ammo explosion.
Yeah, I find this game kind of forgiving. Especially like Eternal and Dark Ages. Where just like if you take like a ton of damage, it like locks you at like 5 health for like a couple seconds, giving you like a chance to like, yeah.
We call that armor, shield gating in Warframe.
Oh, also there was a, I don't know if it's a bug or a feature, frankly I don't know, but it was really funny when I first saw it. But there was someone like recording his gameplay and he was down to like 5 health and he was getting like a barrage of like cyber demon bullets and he was not taking any damage for like a minute and a half. And he's just like,
it's probably a thing of you get invulnerability for a specific amount of time, and that specific amount of time extends so long as you are under constant duress. So it isn't until the next time you break free of the attacks that they give you or they take away your invulnerability. And since he was under constant attack the entire time, he just remained invulnerable for basically forever.
Like the cyber demon like took like time to be like recharge his shots, but he was like just sitting there, just like
Okay, yeah, that is weird. I think an ad is supposed to start now, but I can't tell. Right, Digger's ad break. This is a perpetual issue for me. It's like in 5 minutes ads will run, and then in 5 minutes there might be a 3-minute gap before the ads run, and so I have to sit here and wait for ads to start. Because I can't move on. If I move on now and the ads haven't run, then they're not going to witness it. Oh, ads finally started. Then the people watching on Twitch aren't going to be able to witness anything if they're not subscribers, and that's not fair to them, right? Yeah, I've had tons of audio issues. I'm trying to get them sorted. I need to get a proper audio box. Not that I remember the actual names for those. I think they might actually just be called audio boxes.
I'm gonna send you this video so you can like watch when you like you have time. But this is the clip I was talking about, the cyber demon thing.
It wasn't.
It's only 6 megabytes. Come on, load.
Load.
Holy cow, that is a gap.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. He's totally just standing there getting shot by the cyber demon, and nothing is happening.
Here's the best part is that's like a buffed cyber demon too. So he does like double damage.
This is that moment in a video game where it's like, it was like, that's a guaranteed win fight, and he's supposed to feel like a badass because he will survive no matter what at 5 HP. But this guy decided to stop and test that theory, and it's just like, yeah, you can't actually lose this fight.
It's so bad.
Beyond presence at unsafe level. Lockdown.
Easiest way to beat Far Cry 4 is to stay there.
Oh, a guy named Boogie has showed up. Hello, Boogie. Did I do a proper intro before I started the stream? I don't think I did.
Beyond presence at unsafe
I don't think so either.
Lockdown.
Whoops. Oh well.
There is something like that, right?
Rule 1 of Doom, if you're standing still, you're doing something wrong.
So that the Ravager users.
Activate turret mode.
Hey, how did you know my favorite technique in all of the games was to activate the turret and stand still while also equipping Rich Get Richer? Direct grenade impact, and I killed an imp. That was not the guy I directly impacted with the grenade, in case you were wondering.
That's my Corby.
Banana.
Oh yeah, I know it. Oh my god! Boogie 101's picture is the Doom guy. That makes
Our
a lot of
stream
sense,
is-
honestly.
Attracted the Doom fans.
I mean, I attracted an Awesome Knot fan by playing Awesome Knots.
Yep. It's almost like the games we play attract the audience that also plays that
Only the
game.
game companies would learn that.
Now, if only game companies could understand that their audiences are their audience and stop trying to attract audiences that are not their audience.
No, Halo does not need to be the new Call of Duty.
Just make Halo the next Halo! Come on, stand up, bud. Yep, there you go. Ah! How did I forget about you? That was like a very obvious jump scare. Why did I just switch to my shotgun? I notice when I panic, I tend to stop whopping. Oh, whopping?
What, you want a Whopper?
That's the wrong direction.
I like this.
Well, that officially is my favorite death I've ever managed to accidentally pull off. I don't know how I managed to die like that, just understand that I did. What you laughing at? Are you laughing at the weird way I died?
Oh, at the meme like sent me.
Access granted.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
I'll check that later the next time I have an ad break.
Yeah. It's funny because at first
The most cursed thing that has ever been said on stream still goes to imagine if Master Chief removes his helmet and it's just a Furby underneath.
that'd be awesome. It's canon.
Actually, what's canon is that underneath his helmet, he has another helmet.
I saw a video where
True.
someone had a nightmare where someone was asking him whether or not a Furby would be kosher.
Oh, sure, to have a nightmare about?
No, the nightmare was that someone, just a random guy, was having a debate with him whether or not a Furby would be kosher. So he posted this online, and people then post again, "Stop asking me, I'm not the expert on this." And like the next post I see is, as a person who is kosher, it is very illegal to eat a Furby because you cannot eat a live animal and Furbies never die.
What? What?
What, you didn't understand that?
I did not understand the word.
It's not, you can't eat a Furby because they don't die. That seemed pretty obvious to me.
Why would you eat a
Because are they kosher or not?
I don't even know that word. What does kosher mean?
You know what? I have no idea. I just know that's a type of pickle.
Technically, it's the Well, it's like the do's and do nots of food for the Jewish religion. Like you can't.
So basically, as a Jew, can you eat a Furby? No, because you cannot kill one.
Yeah.
And that was his nightmare, which somehow became a thing on the internet.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the internet.
Huh.
That's all it tracks. Let's move on. If I went all that way to come back up here only to miss this, I would have been very disappointed in myself. Why am I up here again? Right.
Why is that on my hard drive?
Be careful of what you say
When did
next.
I-
You are
Cheese
being
pizza?
live streamed.
It's a Doom dating game.
I understand exactly why that's on your hard drive. It's a Doom dating game. Where else would it be?
When did I play it? And why?
I feel like you have weirder stuff on your hard drive than a Doom dating game.
Yes, I understand you're gonna keep yelling at me until I push the button. So I'm gonna push the button and ignore you and enter anyway.
Mars installation, located in the vast Hellas Plain impact basin. This high-tech mining and research facility is pushing the boundaries of the imagination each and every day. As a valued employee, your loyalty is more than just a commitment to the UAC.
It's
a
fun just
commitment
going
to the
back and
future
like
of
looking at all the old
Thank
stuff
you
you
for your
have.
service.
I don't know why. I just have like a thing called Useless, and it's just like animation files for The Sims. Like adult walking turn 45 counterclockwise left.
That's one hell of a sentence you just said there.
There's also like The Sims animations, and it's just empty. And then there's one. What is this? Oh, that's it. I apparently have Wheel of Fortune on the Commodore 64.
You know what? At least you have good taste in games.
These are all in this one like massive folder I just call like Grandma's Cookbook, and it's all my desktop.
I've seen
Get
your
out of here.
folder names. You got over 100.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, remember that like folder hunt that we did?
Yes.
For the... I still have
the
that.
movie.
I think my least favorite
I
thing
have
about Berserk, the power-up, is that you still lose Berserk charge while you're in glory.
I have Sim Golf. I have a Python thing.
Doing
with The Sims 3. I don't
PC
know what that is.
archaeology on your own computer is kind of a wild thing to do, I'll be honest. And here
here's-
you
I
see the
have,
great
like-
mistake of 2013 where I downloaded this for some fucking reason.
I apparently have all the sound effects from Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
You know what? That's useful. I can understand that, especially if you were creating content at any point in time.
I was, and I think I just forgot I had it and just like put it in there, thinking like I'll use this later, and then I never did. I have Cinebench that I never used. I have Duke 32. I have. What is this? Oh, I have a DSD audio file that's 637 megabytes for a song that is, let's see, 3 minutes long. I have the Hatsune Miku voice module thing.
You know what? I'm gonna
never
ask
got
you
working.
to do something. Could you help Melon set up a recording software? Because for some reason, he keeps sending me files that are 4 times larger than my own, despite being smaller portions of time. He sent me an 8 gigabyte MP4 for a mission in Halo that when I was streaming it didn't even breach 2 gigabytes on my computer.
Well, that depends. Like, what kind of what are you compression are you using? Are you using like lossless or something?
I'm just getting it right off of Steam.
Oh. Yeah, that'll do it.
I did change that thing so the current ones are technically lower than what they could be.
I
I
think
knew there was a
have
secret
There's
up
also-
here, I just didn't remember where.
I may have been accidentally upscaling.
You were upscaling your footage!
I think so.
I mean, if you want, you can like send it to me, and I'll just like automatically like compress it if you'd want.
We'd have to give you access, and I don't have a problem with that, but we'd have to give you access to the shared Google Drive for uploading.
Nice.
I love getting other people's POVs for footage because it's really fun.
I'm blocking your access to the facility scanner. Come to the Vega terminal. And
I have
I'll
like
give
the
you
Steam
what you
recording
need.
thing, but honestly, I'm just gonna get rid of it because I never found it useful. Like, I have like 24 gigabytes of just
Hot dogs?
uselessness. I wish I had hot dogs.
I think all of we.
Excuse me.
I'm pretty close to Costco.
Bang.
Hey, ah, hey, 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 ah.
I think there's one last secret on this level, and it's at the very end of it. Hey, shielders! I have no idea how to fight these guys.
Oh yeah, I kind of voiced them for freaking saying that after the war is done, they want to go back to doing air shows.
Found a Spriggan saying they wanted to go back to doing air shows.
Yeah, once the war is over. I'm pretty sure I can do it way better now.
You know what? That makes sense. I mean, if there's no need for the EDF, which presumably there wouldn't be after the end of a war, then it makes sense to consider what job they would go into.
Yeah. There's not a lot of people after the war did. But they're still show on for it.
And I got killed by the... I think that's the second time I've actually died to an enemy? Yeah, I knew that Shielder was gonna kill me. Shielders always kill me. I suck at fighting shield dudes. Abracadabra, your head's gone.
I'm trying to look for like Counter-Strike source maps that like I don't know. I have this weird thing where I just play like Counter-Strike Source and just like explore the maps. It gives me like liminal space vibes. It's like the only game that does it. It's kind of fun.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I understood that.
It's hard to it's like nostalgic in a way. It's like
You just made a cat drop sound effect.
that is my text message thing.
Huh. Neat.
This message is irrelevant. That's one guy's text tone I knew of just Mr. Turd going, this message is irrelevant.
Yeah, I try to keep my texting and like phone thing like as unique as possible so I can identify them.
Yeah.
Public.
It sucks that my mom has the same text tone for my sister as I do for someone on my phone. So I hear the tone go, oh wait, it wasn't my phone.
Like like the dial-up thing.
It's a
That's
gift.
just my one.
One of the best ones I ever heard was just a person going, I'm a duck, quack, quack, I'm a duck, quack, quack, I'm a duck, I'm a duck, I'm a duck, quack, quack.
If you can withstand the power surge.
I wouldn't mind
They
that.
just made that the ringtone. It was awesome. I'm a duck, quack, quack.
Here's the thing, whenever I hear like a dial-up sound effect on a YouTube video, I get like random just like anxiety, just like what the where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? I'm just like, oh.
Just and you're just like, ah!
It's like PTSD.
Oh, I got my grandpa the other day. We were watching a show, and he kept going like, "Is that your phone?" No, no, Dad. It's on the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to change my volume again. Audio up to 60, and this time I'm just gonna lower the music volume and the SFX volume by 10.
Give him what he wants.
oh, there you go.
61,337
I think they're just quiet in the scene anyways.
81% of the facility is on lockdown. Demonic presence through the Mars installation is critical.
There's a problem with like the audio thing. It's probably the subtitles. They're really small, especially if you're like playing on like a TV from far away.
64% of all UAC employees into the creatures you see roaming.
Well, it's not even just like they're small, they're also really clustered, which doesn't help.
Yeah.
I feel I should apologize for what's happened.
Not to mention the fact that, like, there's 5 lines of text just showed up and he's only on the second one. Why? Just have a single line of text show up at a time.
We'll have to deal
Yeah.
with her entire.
Don't make it a paragraph.
You may not agree with our
Spoiler alert.
We exploited hell and its resources because it was in mankind's best interest to do so. What you now see
don't think
in
I
this
have that one.
facility
That
is the
looks good.
cost of
I think I understand why the Doom guy wants to punch Samuel.
None of that matters now.
There is an emergency in the foundry. The regulators
He's a giant
the core temperatures are
prickly
stabilized.
cactus.
Well, the real reason is because he keeps justifying his actions. Instead of just going, yeah, no, this is bad and we need to stop, he keeps going, this is bad, but it was just the cost of progress. To which you should never have to justify the cost of anything.
Have you played Doom Eternal's DLC yet?
I don't think I own it. I'll be honest.
It's really good. Like the first DLC is really good. The second one's not that good, but I think it explains his reasoning for why he does this. Why he like I'm right. Nothing wrong happened. I'm right.
He's a dingus.
Pretty much.
I think I missed exactly one collectible, and that's it. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so here's the question. Do I go and play the entirety of the Foundry in under 5 minutes, or do I just wait until the next stream?
Foundry's one of the longest ones.
It was mostly a
think,
joke
from what
that
I'm
once I
remembering.
start playing it, I'm not going to be done for a while, and the next ad breaks in 5 minutes, which means that I'll have
Oh yeah,
played for an hour.
I didn't hear that part. No, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, the next ad breaks in 5 minutes, which means that and I run 2 ad breaks every hour because otherwise Twitch gets mad at me, which means that basically in 5 minutes I'll have finished my stream.
Yeah.
Obligation.
Probably just like start ad break now or whatever.
Wait, you only played the first, oh. Did better than me, so I can't really yell at you, but, huh.
The what?
Well, I've noticed, like, there's player of an arcade mode. You've only played the first level in arcade mode. And you played it on
Oh yeah,
normal
that was
difficulty.
yeah, that was for an achievement I was doing. I gotta like get all the collectibles. So I just only played that one and just made it like piss easy. And I just
makes
never
sense.
played it. Yep. I love cheesing.
I'm gonna switch to post stream and just wait for the ad break to play out. So I might as well do my outro now, but that's gonna be all for this stream. If you like this type of content, please subscribe and or follow on whatever platform you're on. If you're on the Twitch side of things and you want to find it easier to interact, find VODs and or edited versions of these video streams, come hang out on the YouTube side of things. And if you're on the YouTube side of things and want to find it easier to support me during the streams, the Twitch side of things makes that way easier. Next stream will be up tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. That would be all.
I hate when I get ads in streams that just disrupt the entire live stream. It's very annoying.
I understand running an ad beside the stream if the ad was silent, like banner ads. That makes sense. But an ad that takes audio precedence over the thing you're probably here for the audio of is the dumbest sentence in the world.
I mean, they used to do it that if you pause the thing, it would show up with a little slideshow of photos and an ad like TD Bank. and
Right,
whatnot.
that's logical.
That
That's
I
how
did
you
mind.
do ads.
Yeah. It's like, oh, they're having a very important discussion about legality, and I think you should go to prison because. Have you ever tried?
Have you ever tried the
Such
new
and such
McDonald's
medication?
Macbeth?
Yeah. McMurder. Ooh.
No, that's so stupid. Especially considering if you're really caring about second screen viewing, which is what that's called when you have like something running in the background so people aren't actually watching it, and that's what podcasts and everything work around, is the idea of second screen viewing, something that people don't watch for the sake of watching, but rather watch for the sake of listening to. It makes even less sense, because if you know they're not looking, then the next dumbest thing to do is make them not listen either.
Oh yeah, I always get confused when I hate those silent YouTube ads where they
I
don't
had
do
an ad
anything.
that was 3 hours long, and I listened to the entire 3 hours of it because I didn't notice.
God.
So, for
Just
context,
literally did a
I
world.
was listening to classical music, and the ad that came up was 3 hours of a guy playing the piano.
Oh my.
So I didn't
see that.
notice. I was just like, oh, this is some good piano. And I just kept doing what I was originally doing. So yeah, I spent 3 hours listening to a dude play the piano unaware that it was an ad the entire time.
I think there was a. I got like an ad a couple times, like a few times, not too long ago. It's but like, I think it was like a bunch of like Splatoon characters, and I think like a couple like weeks later, I think the guy got banned for like copyright.
I have to wonder if that was an AI gen ad.
No, it was. It was like Source Filmmaker. It was all real. This guy like put in like, whatever. It's just like, way to put yourself in Nintendo's crosshairs, bud. You idiot.
I have to question that because I guess it was a bigger thing that he made an ad using Splatoon characters rather than he made content with Splatoon characters, because a lot of people will use Splatoon characters in like animations that they self-created. But the thing is, most of the people don't advertise that.
Yeah.
Because what Nintendo actually cares about, and people keep failing to realize this, is they want to make sure that nobody else is profiting off of their property.
The world we live in is. I hate it. Sucks.
Bigger problem is we added too much government regulation.
I say down with the government.
Hey,
Revolution.
Okay, to be completely honest, I technically believe in Zionism, but that does not come out correctly to most people, because Zionism is the belief that we should rebuild Jerusalem.
Yeah.
But it's also the belief that if we do rebuild Jerusalem, God should be in charge of it and not a human. Which in theory is the best form of government in the world, because it doesn't include a human. Because all forms of government are perfect until humans get involved.
Which is why we should replace all government with dogs and cats.
I mean, there was a
Remember
dog
that?
that was the mayor of a
Yeah.
city, and the city's still going strong, so clearly there's proof that this works.